Thank you for clicking that thumbnail. Welcome to the channel. This is the Department of Common Sense. I'm your host, Director H. And today, we're going to get into this nonsense. Real nonsense. A whole lot of no common sense going on in these streets in America. And I want somebody like me to get a take on it. And especially the take on Charlie Kirk being racist. No. Charlie Kirk told the truth. And the truth hurts. And nothing he said should have got him killed. If anything, it should have got him the recognition that he's getting now. So I ain't gonna talk too much. Let's get into some of this. I'm gonna let y'all listen to some of the things he said, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Let's go.
You would if you had the opportunity, you would get rid of the Civil Rights Act?
No, I think you should have a one-page bill that says that racial discrimination based on race is illegal and will not be tolerated in the United States of America. Most black Americans don't support is men and female sports. Would you agree?
Hell no.
Yeah, I know. No, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the Civil Rights Act is now being used to keep men playing in women's sports. So the Civil Rights Act was used to help black America originally. Totally get that. But now the way it was written is that any claim of identification, so someone says, I'm a woman, therefore I can compete in your volleyball team, they come in with a civil rights claim. And so what we're saying is, no, it should be specified to racial, not gender, all that other stuff. And there were all these other provisions as well. Should black people get reparations?
I believe they should.
So I, white man, have to play for black people. Why?
Wow, that's a really selfish thing you just said.
Hold on. Why should I have...
That's a really non-empathetic thing to say.
Wait, why should I have empathy for a race? I have white guilt because I breathe? Why should the white students here have to work harder to pay for black kids? What is that all about?
Not every black person has lineage connected to slaves.
That's true.
Every white person doesn't have lineage connected to slaves.
Yes, that's right. So since every black person doesn't have a lineage connected to slaves, why should we generalize and say reparations for black people?
Because there are people that are in a worse place.
So over 150 years, they didn't have any ability to make better decisions, to save money, and to invest. How about you take responsibility for your own actions instead of blaming the white man? Should black people get reparations?
Charlie Kirk was a great man, a man of common sense. I'm getting sick and tired of people on the internet, he got what he deserved because he went around preaching things that are wrong in my opinion. Charlie Kirk have never went around preaching anything unless he's been asked to. You all are the ones that went on college campuses and wanted to get his feedback just to argue with him. You all are the ones that was fascinated with his opinion, fascinated with his belief. And so you all are the ones that took time out of your schedule, took time out of your day-to-day life to go hunt him down, ask his opinion, only to debate. He defended his position. He defended his belief. How you all gonna get mad because you all asked a motherfucker something and you mad on the way he answered it? You the one who asked him. Got black Americans right now that can't stand him that's going around, what do he know about black issues? I don't know. Data? Statistics? How does any of us know? You all are perfectly fine with Charleston White going around saying the same thing, just in an ignorant format, but you all don't like this white man who's trying to have a conversation with you all. You don't like his delivery. You don't like the way he looks. If you don't want your feelings hurt, don't ask no questions.
He died?
How died?
Charlie Kirk died. It's sad. For having an opinion about things. The guy went to colleges and was having opinions. Sick world we live in. That's a true animal. He need to be locked up in a cage. He don't have a frontal lobe.
Charlie Kirk is dead. If you're not familiar with Charlie Kirk, he's a very prominent figure in conservative politics and has been for the last 10 years or so. First, I'm going to say praying for his family. I'm praying for his wife, his children, everyone around him. The second thing I'm going to say, these are really politically radicalizing times, politically polarizing times. Watching someone like Charlie Kirk, a prominent figure in politics, conservative politics, left or right, doesn't matter, getting assassinated in the modern day is something that is very, very disturbing. If you think our society is going to return to this, we're going to get along and we can have a debate, the debate is over. The conversation is ended. And it's clear from an assassination like this that there is no more room for conversations anymore. The other side does not want to have a conversation with you. They want you dead. And this is something that they have written out a long time when they tried to kill the fucking president. I'm going to say this. We do not live in times of peace. We live in times of uncertainty. But the one thing we must be certain of, we will not allow people to wipe us away because of what we believe in, because of what we know to be true. We need to hold true to ourselves and not hold back in saying what we believe in, to go forward and continuously push against those who want to wipe us away just because we believe in something different or something greater beyond ourselves.
And I'm not saying Donald motherfucking Trump deserve anything he going through right now, but God's timing is always motherfucking right. Can I get an amen, some motherfucking body? There should be no motherfucking peace for the wicked. None.
So breaking fucking news, Charlie Kirk got shot in the fucking neck. That was the last bastion. I can't be a liberal no fucking more. You see the fucking comments? I hope the gun is okay. The same fucking people asking for moral decency. I cannot in good faith align myself with you guys anymore. I once had a headache. You'll be alright. Cause you don't agree with him politically? Okay. Whatever happens next, in retaliation, whoever did that shit, I hope they throw the whole fucking book at you. The whole fucking book at you. Why I did not agree with his views, when you put violence in the fucking middle of the equation, all this shit goes out the window. Everything that you stand for goes out the fucking window. Who's next? Candace Owens? Take that shit as a warning. Stop doing the fucking public panels, bro. Stop doing all that. Oh, what do you think about him? These people are fucking insane. Oh, well, both sides are... No, these people are fucking insane. Dude, things are gonna get very... Do not speak politics at all in public. Do not do that shit. These people are fucking unwell. Protecting fucking dickhead stabbing Ukrainian girls in a bus. Protecting fucking shooters just because they think they're the other gender. You people make me fuck.
That video that's on my Twitter now is absolutely just... I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. When I first saw that video, I thought it was AI. He's got a family, he's got a wife, he's got children.
Democrats say that Trump is starting a civil war, but they're the only ones that are making violent threats and having violent protests and causing all sorts of trouble. So who's really starting the civil war here?
Seeing people rejoice over Charlie Kirk getting shot just shows you that society lacks empathy. Like, how could you ever be happy somebody losing their life because you disagree with what they say? Tighten up.
So Charlie Kirk just died 7 minutes ago. He was confirmed dead. Didn't like the guy. I don't disrespect the dead, though. I thought the nigga was honestly was going to survive. It was one shot. It was one shot right here. I thought the nigga was going to survive. I ain't gonna lie. I hope that aside, prayers out to his family. I hope the shooter's not black. Y'all just killed the Hokage of the fucking... I pray that the shooter's not black. We have been through enough.
We all against violence, we all against gun violence, but then you support the same violence that just killed somebody because he had a take that you didn't agree with. I never agreed with the nigga. I'm not happy to see another man die. Y'all are weird, bro.
But I'm starting to see that a lot of people on social media are literal monsters. Should we care when he didn't care? How I feel about people getting offed because of their social media opinions has nothing to do with how others feel about it and everything to do with how I feel about it. I don't think that you should get shot for having conservative views on social media. He wasn't a politician. He wasn't some corporate giant. He wasn't affecting your life at all. So I don't care if someone I hate gets assassinated in broad daylight and the video is shared everywhere. I think that that is wrong. Me, independently.
Do you think the average rap artist that a black kid in the hood is listening to is glorifying marriage and family and saving your money?
That's what sells because it's a culture thing. It's not just within the black community.
I agree. No, but hold on.
Everyone listens to it. It's not just isolated.
It's bad for everyone who listens to it. The point being is that black youth, as they are being raised, their role models are largely not glorifying staying with one woman, getting married, going to church. But if it's about culture, you're right. The internal black culture has collapsed the last 60 years. We're no longer elevating the family. We're no longer elevating staying with the person that you're with. So our contention here as conservatives is that the systemic racism stuff is a bunch of rubbish. Instead, it's systemic bad choices.
Do you feel that systemic racism isn't real?
Of course not. What can I do that you can't do? Name it.
Okay.
No, seriously. What can I do that you can't do?
That's a slippery slope.
No, it's not, because back in 1940, you would have been able to answer that question. Well, Charlie, there's a bathroom over there that I can't go to. There's a major league team.
I can't walk into the grocery store and get the same looks that you do. I walked into Brookshire Brothers a couple of weeks ago when I was looked at
That's an insanely hyper-paranoid way of living life. That's not evidence, right?
It's a real example.
By the way, if I walk into a black neighborhood, I get bad looks too, okay?
Of who the person is. Y'all will get on this fucking app and talk down on the women who cheered on Kevin Samuel's death, but don't think you're doing the same thing to Charlie Kirk, a man with a family. Like, y'all, that's cool shit to y'all? Do y'all really get that mad at people on social media? Are your lives really that miserable? I want you all to know. Unless someone has done something to me in real life, I have never wished death on anybody on social media. People have said wild things to me. People have inboxed me crazy shit. I never wish them to actually die. I understand that the internet is real life.
What are we doing, you guys? I'm not saying what are we doing, but I'm talking about Charlie Kirk. The person who is trying to educate a generation of people has been shot on live television. If you guys could see the stuff on X right now, at this point, the Democratic Party should be viewed as a terrorist organization. The stuff that we're seeing in this country is not normal. It is an awful video. There's no way he survived that. There's no way he survived that. The Democratic Party is a terrorist group. They are a terrorist organization.
You guys fucked around and are about to find the fuck out. What the fuck do you mean you shot Charlie? Oh my god, bro. They marched on the Capitol just because Trump said so. What the fuck do you think they're about to do now that Charlie Kirk is dead? First of all, the man did not deserve to die over not believing in abortion or LGBT. I'm gonna say that right now. But second of all, you stupid motherfuckers made him a fucking martyr. I actually fucked with Charlie. But you see how we all did all of that in DC for George Floyd? It's about to get so much fucking worse. Lock your doors and good luck to everyone supporting and celebrating his fucking death. Not me. I'm safe. Not me.
You see somebody with a MAGA hat? Pew pew. That's what we do. That's the way. It's the only way.
Let's take this back to the beginning.
Okay, guys. So I would like to start a new movement called See MAGA, MAGA, because people like that respond to fear and terror and aggression, not logic and empathy and, I don't know, intelligence. It doesn't work for them. So fear works. So if we all get our guns and use our Second Amendment right and our common sense, at this point this administration is begging us to rise up and revolt. And you see somebody with a MAGA hat? Pew pew. That's what we do. That's the way. It's the only way. Put them back in their basements, make them scared again.
You know, what drives somebody to become so extreme about half the country? Like, think about that for a second. And yes, she could have something mentally wrong with her. That is a possibility. But the bigger thing I want to focus on is the Democrats' messaging. Their messaging is very emotional. Rather than attacking issues, they attack people. Rather than saying, hey, your idea sucks, they tell their base that you're evil, you're racist, you're a bigot, you're a Nazi, you're like Hitler. The party and their messaging has become very extreme. And this is one of the reasons why they're bleeding voters. But a lot of their content is so extreme and emotionally manipulative that it gets people to think things like this. Ask yourself, why were we not seeing multiple assassination attempts on Kamala Harris? Why not? It's not because she's good and Trump's bad. It's because one side demonizes the other side so much to their own base that that base then thinks that these people quite literally will destroy the country, put people back in chains, and do horrible things to people. The Democrats emotionally manipulate people on a regular basis in order to get their vote and in order to keep their vote. Again, that's why we saw such extreme measures taken against Donald Trump, but not the other way around. And this woman's also saying another thing. She likes when people were scared to come out and say they were a conservative or to support Trump because they were worried about being canceled. They were worried about losing their job. She enjoyed, all the closet conservatives back in the day. She doesn't like conservatives having a voice. She doesn't like conservatives being out here saying the things they believe in and fighting for those things. She wants conservatives in the basement quiet. I mean, when you see multiple things like this, it's just a reminder of how the Democratic Party plays the game. And again, it's far less about policy and far more about demonizing your opponent in every possible aspect that you can. And that gaslighting and emotional manipulation then incentivizes people to do crazy things and believe absolutely crazy, insane things. It's a problem because you also can't have any productive conversation. And this is one of the reasons why you'll see so many Democrats focused on simply opposing Trump no matter what. Like I said before, they currently care more about opposing Trump than they do about doing anything productive for the country. Everything is fight Trump, fight Trump, fight Trump. But they're so tangled up in their own emotional storm they created that they can't even see reality.
I mean this from the bottom of my heart in all sincerity. You was never supposed to see something like this. In your entire life, you was never supposed to see something like this. That's not okay. That's not normal. That's not regular. You was never supposed to see something like that in your entire life. And there it is on social media. And we pretending like it's normal. When I was younger, for somebody to see something like that, they had to go to a deep store somewhere. A creepy store where the creepy guy is selling them on DVD or VHS. They had to go on LimeWire, ShareBear. They had to go deep on the dark web to get a video like this. But today you open up your favorite social media app, and there it is. The same app you going on to talk to your friends, talk to your family, see cute babies and puppies. These type of videos is popping up. Crazy part about it is when I was younger, there used to be a triangle right there in the middle of the screen that you would press that would start the videos. You had to start the videos. These days, autoplay. You don't get to choose. Don't matter how fast you scroll through that timeline, them videos gonna play on its own. And it's gonna play loud, video to the tip top. So now you had to see it. You had to hear it. You're a couple senses off for putting trauma on your soul. I want you to think. They did a study talking about how dopamine affects the brain and how we just getting too much of it these days because of these social media apps. We got all this dopamine in the palm of my hand. It doesn't matter how much I swipe. I'm getting good stuff, bad stuff, happy stuff, sad stuff, back to back to back. It's not normal and it's not good for the brain. So what do you think this type of stuff does, huh? How many kids do you think seen this video today? How many parents do you think seen this video today? How many of his family members do you think seen this video today? People who didn't want to see this had to see this. Because it's on social media. No warning, no nothing. I think the craziest part about all of this is I saw another angle where a man was there and saw it happen. And his first reaction was to go in selfie mode. Yo, cuz just got popped. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. I live on the same planet as you, buddy. We from the same species, homie. We from the same universe. We got the same structure in our bones. We from the same species. I don't want nothing to do with that. Desensitized up here. Your mind ain't right. Something is wrong with you that you saw that and thought, how can I get up? How can I get right on this? Let me shout out my social media. We getting sick, homie. We getting sick. I'm trying to tell y'all, we need to take some time to think about this type of stuff. You was never supposed to see something like that in your entire life. And social media showed you. I love you. Have a nice day.
Alright, man. Y'all saw what I saw. Y'all heard what I heard. You give me your take. I don't see racism at all, and I'm glad it's so many more of us that aren't just ignorant and sleep and run with the rhetoric of other people and actually know the truth. You know what I'm saying? Take the time to go and read, research, watch, listen, you know. But that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Department of Common Sense. I'm your host, Director H, and comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. This is one of my first, it's gonna be the first video on the channel. And we got many more to come, man. Y'all come on in, we're gonna build a community and we're gonna do this thing. Let's go.